first, I want to say thank you to David Beckham and Inter Miami, Mr. Eddie for opening up the facility, the grounds. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this. This is awesome. Well, 2006, I went through the same process, and I can't imagine if they took away Combine for me. And that's a stage where everything's equal. It doesn't matter if you're at FSU, doesn't matter if you're at UCF, LSU, UCLA. You go out there, and then now you got to do your thing. So we wanted to give these guys an opportunity during this time to showcase their skills, to collect the results, be able to get that out to the NFL teams. We work with Cybex, third-party testing group that works at Indy. We've been doing that for years. So the numbers are good, right? It's not in our hands. They're ready. They're prepared. Last year was the hardest thing I had to do in business. I walked in the facility. I had 12 guys where we house them, we feed them, we do all their medical stuff. And for 2 months, they was with us. And I had to walk in at the beginning of the pandemic and say, guys, we got to send you home. We can't train you anymore. Your pro days is canceled. Indies canceled. Now you got to fend for yourself. So we wanted to be in position just to be a part of the solution. The NFL has done a phenomenal job with scrambling, making sure everybody's safe. You got your pro days still coming up. And we want to expand on that. We think this is something that we can do for years to come. I love what the NFL started doing years ago with the regional combine. You want to be able to showcase as many guys as possible. I was the last guy invited to the Indianapolis Combine in 2006. And that was devastating. Every day I was calling the director out there in Indy, say, hey, do you have a spot for me? Hey, do you have a spot for me? And the week before Combine, they called me and said, Brandon, we're going to let you in. I had to politic. And I got out there, this kid that was supposed to go 7th round free agent, I moved my way up to the 4th round, 119th pick, and then the rest is history. 13 years later.
How much do these guys appreciate what you've been able to do for those 4 years? Not only with this, but the whole House of Athletes playing. I mean, that's what's going on too.
Yeah, it's hard work. When I was playing for the Dolphins, it's when we launched, it was Fitspeed at the time. It was during the year of the lockout. We had nowhere to go, 2011. And I look up, I had Chad Ochocinco, Terrell Owens, Mike Sims Walker, Darcy Johnson, Chris Johnson in my house. We're talking about 200 square feet gym. We had a rack and a treadmill. We would warm up on my patio, outside on the patio. I said, man, let's open up a facility. And ever since then, we've really been trying to help these guys make it to the next level. We probably had over 200 guys participate in our combine. And like I said earlier, where we house them, we feed them, we do all their medical, their draft prep work, interview process, how to sit down with a general manager, how to sit down with a head coach. This year was phenomenal. We brought out Mike Vick, Ray Lewis, Ryan Clark, Hugh Jackson, some guys that can also come out and share their stories on finance, on pitfalls off the field, on our ups and downs, how to take care of your body. So we try to bring a holistic approach at what we do at House of Athletes.
How easy was it going to the Rolodex, and tap these people like Ryan Clark?
Easy, easy. I mean, that's the NFL fraternity, man. Like, we take care of each other. That's the locker room. Guys, it's just in us to give back. How do you draft a guy? How does a team draft a guy to replace you, and then you're sitting down at the lunch table with him, going through the playbook? That's just in our blood to give back. So calling up these guys, Dante Stallworth, that fly in from D.C. in the middle of a pandemic, or hopefully at the end of a pandemic, to really sit down with them. It says a lot about the character, and it also says a lot about our locker rooms and the culture that we have in the NFL.
Brandon, I know you're probably excited to see everybody out here today, but who are some players you're excited to see kind of take advantage of this opportunity?
All of them. You know what? Let me tell you this. We got Kellen Mond, obviously, big name, but also we don't respect the kicker position enough. Destroying. UCF guy. I'm tired of seeing guys miss chip shots. I'm tired of seeing games on the line and it comes down to the last moments and the kicker's out there and then he just pushes it right. So I want to see Destroying hit a 70-yarder, and I also want to see this dude come out and just show him how consistent he can be. We got George. George was we had baby George out there. He was one of those guys that I had to walk in the facility last year where he's scrambling and fighting, not playing that pit, and say, bro, you got to go home. So I'm excited to see him spin it as well.
Me and Sal were talking about, as soon as you pulled up, in great shape, you're going to go out there and run the 40.
Oh, I did that yesterday. It's going to be on the broadcast. Yeah. I ran around a little bit, ran some routes. So tap into the broadcast, you'll be able to see some of those things. My body hurt right now. I ran about 20 routes and everything's sore. Woo.
So we're going to see this showdown with you and T.O. anytime soon.
Oh, yeah, T.O.
What is going to happen?
Well, T.O. is mad at me right now because he doesn't know how busy I've been. And he's like, man, we're supposed to run. You keep pushing back the date. I'm like, look, I'll beat you. I just got to train for it. I'm not just going to throw $50,000 out there, $100,000 out there and not train for it. So if T.O. is willing to give me a little bit more time to train, now that we're getting through Combine season, I will be out here and we'll do it again. Maybe it'll be another live stream. Cool?
Cool.
Thank you.
All right,
Thanks so much,
guys.
Dimon.
Thank you.
Man.